I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as Abby Marquez. Upcoming projects, abangan niyo po this...
Pwede na ba yan? Pwede na ba sabihin yan?
Sa GMA Prime.
Yes!
Ako po ay gaganap na Chef Abby Marquez sa Sanggang Dikit with Miss Jeneline Mercado and Sir Dennis Lee.
Wow!
Okay, magala, hindi niyo makikita ko may iyak-iyak doon. Nagbibenta lang po ako ng lumpia doon. Kaya, yes.
Naku, abangan niyo po yan. Yes.
Ayan.
Sustained because full of energy yung ating next chef. In fact, first time niya pong lulutuin ang dish na to right here at Mafdex. And she was with us back in 2023. That's right, na-miss niya lang po yung last year because she is so much busy. But thank you very much, Lumpia Queen, for coming back on our 19th edition. She is ready. Yes, she is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrated globally as a Lumpia Queen. And it's more than just culinary artist herself. She is a fearless innovator, reshaping the future of Filipino cuisine. Her passion for elevating traditional dishes has earned her prestigious recognition, including Best Food Blogger at the World Influencers and Bloggers Award in 2025 in Cannes, France. Recently lang yan, and being named Food Philippines Advocate par excellence for the second consecutive year. And this year, exclusively right here at Mafdex, she returns at the Chefs of the World stage, ready to captivate all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Lumpia Queen, Miss Abby Marquez.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes? Hello, everybody! Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Abby. It's nice to see you again. Yes, you were here with us 2023. Anong feeling that you're back here at the Chefs of the World stage?
Actually, hindi ko na maalala yung nangyari for the past 2 years. Sobrang daming nangyari, but definitely a little different than now. The person I am, heavier.
Yes.
Meaning, I've been eating a lot of good food.
Heavier ba? Parang mas sexier ka this time.
Stop it. Thank you so much.
Yes. Now,
introduction as well.
yes, let's talk about quickly your experience in Cannes, Miss Abby. How was it? Now, you've been awarded that prestigious award. How was the experience now?
Experience? Well, it started nung nalaman namin na we got nominated for it. It's crazy kasi hindi namin siya in-expect. It's not one of those awards that you apply for. They really just reach out to you like randomly and say that we're inviting you to join us in the Viva Awards, the Cannes Film Festival.
Wow.
And that was the very first recognition that I got in Europe. So to me, it was, it was a moment of screenshot the email and sent to all the GCs like, oh my God, we're going to France! Like, di ko na inisip kung, paano kaya ako pupunta doon? Magkano ba yung ticket doon? Sabi ko, I'm going here. Kasi, as you know, our mission really, and that mission has developed as I grew as a creator, is to share not only the recipes to younger generations in the Philippines, but also promote it to the global stage. Because, I mean, Filipino
Why
food.
not? Filipino food.
Amazing.
Yes, that's right. Now, anong pakiramdam ng sinasabang Pilipinas para sa ito?
It's both very much an honor and syempre may onting the sense of responsibility to represent there. And tamang-tama kasi yung dish natin today, it's really not a dish that I grew up eating, but it's a dish that I discovered while traveling domestically.
Wow!
And na-realize ko na in this role of being a representative of Filipino
cuisine,
food, Philippine cuisine, I really have to like know more about about it.
Yes.
Because the Filipino food that I grew up with is just in Laguna and Manila. And,
Yes.
you know, when you travel locally,
Oo.
ang dami yung madidiscover na regional dishes na
That's true.
sobrang worth the try. And
Nakakatuwa.
will blow your mind. And
Salamat, Miss Abby, for becoming the voice of the local dishes all over the Philippines. At ito yung representation na yun. It's a heavy responsibility for you because you are representing a Filipino cuisine that is so much famous right now, and that is lumpia!
Oh, yes.
Oo, diba? At ano nga prepare mo sa atin ngayon, Miss Abby? Ay, ready na ba kayo to have this cooking demo from Miss Abby? Yes!
I guess din ako. Ready na rin ako. Kasi nakita ko kayo sila excited mag-start. So, for today's video, ang gagawin po natin ay lumpia version para medyo may pagka-innovative pa rin. But it's really puto maya at sikwate.
Puto maya at sikwate.
Yeah, have you tried it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Today, makatry natin sa'yo. But unfortunately, lumpia version. But, raise of hands, has anyone tried puto maya with sikwate? If hindi nyo alam kung nakain nyo na siya, it's usually a rectangular shape na kakanin na purple. Purple siya kasi it's a mix of rice with black rice. Purple siyang ganyan. And it's served with hot chocolate, or yung local hot chocolate na. So usually, it's consumed for breakfast, sometimes merienda in Visayas or Mindanao.
Right.
And nalaman ko siya nung nag-travel ako to Cebu and Cagayan de Oro.
Right.
So there's a rich culture doon of this wonderful breakfast na when we went to the public market in Cagayan de Oro, in Cogon, there was an area na magkakatabi lang sila na stalls na ang sinaserve lang nila lahat is puto maya with sikwate.
With sikwate.
And alam mo yung what I appreciate about traveling locally is that yung mga timpla na mga dishes is for the Filipino palate, but because they have a different produce or they have a different, like there are nuances in the culture, bago pa rin siya for someone like me na, like for example, taga Manila. So, yun yung na-discover ko recently, kaya gusto ko rin i-share sa inyo to. That's really exciting kasi I didn't really see much of people who have tried it.
Yes.
But unfortunately talaga. Pero today, kailangan natin siya ilumilya.
Sino po dito ang mga taga Cebu o Cagayan de Oro na familiar sa sikwate at puto maya?
Yes.
Ayun! Yes! At alam mo, Abby, you've mentioned, talaga sa palengke natin matitikman yung authentic, no?
Yes.
Oo.
Ang story nga daw is kapag namamalingke sila sa umaga, dadaan sila sa sikwate stall para doon sila kumain.
Okay. And of course, kasi elevate natin ang puto maya at sikwate through a lumpia.
Yeah. We're gonna add a crunch element lang.
Crunch element. Alright, let's get started, Chef Abby.
Okay, so we have two elements. The first one is the puto maya, which is yung pinakakakanin. And how you do that is you get sticky rice. And for this specific dish, or kakanin, we're using two kinds of rice. So the usual malagkit or short grain sticky rice. And ang magpapakulay sa kanya is itong black na sticky rice also. Ay, sumusundot sa likod. Itong black sticky rice. Ang tawag dito ay...
So meron po palang black na sticky rice?
Yes. So, actually, ito, na-order ko siya minsan sa Shopee. Kasi pag-December, gusto ko mag-try ng new recipes. Pero ito, nabili ko mismo sa CDO this week. As in, pagkatikin ko ng puto maya, oh my God, ang sarap. Kailangan natin bumili ng black.
And then you bought na the black,
yes. So,
malagkit.
Kailangan mo lang siyang isoak. We recommend overnight. We tried 2 hours, 3 hours. Pero what really helps in parang speeding up the cooking process is soaking your rice overnight, especially the black rice. Kasi I think this cooks a little longer.
So, ibabad po natin siya overnight.
Yeah.
No?
And pagkahaluin mo sila, at kapag nababad mo na siya overnight and washed, this is what it will look like.
Ito na yung consistency niya. Pwede pakita natin yung camera. Miss Abby, ito yung camera natin.
So, mas magpa-plump na siya and dahil nakababad na siya, mas madali, mabilis na siya magulo. Wait, sorry. Pero kayo din ba, pagka nagsasalita kayo, minsan ako-combine yung dalawang words. So, yung madali at saka mabilis, nagagawa ko siyang madilis. Yeah, masyado kasing mabilis mag-isip. Madami nangyayari sa utak. Yun, wala lang, sorry. Gen Z thing. So, ayan, nakita niyo naman. So, once it's soaked, traditionally, how it would be cooked, in a lot of households, how it would be cooked is, ito po ay isi-steam natin.
Correct.
I-pre-cook natin siya. Pwede niyong gawin, katcha. So, katcha or cheese cook.
Steam pa talaga siya, Miss Abby, hindi siya sinasain.
Yun yung gagawin natin today.
Okay.
It's a different version.
Okay.
So, what we saw people doing is steaming it until it's half cooked over katcha or banana leaf. Ito ay rice cooker na may attachment na steamer. Talagang isasahin mo lang siya and steam mo siya for maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Until it's like
Sige.
half cooked.
Try natin siya.
Yeah. Pero hindi natin gagawin yun.
Okay, yes.
Kasi that takes
longer.
a longer time. And for the
Usually,
interest of
ilang
time,
minutes yun, Miss Abby?
actually, sometimes it depends on the amount. Like, last night, kumuha kami naman ng mahigit 1 kilo na batch. For you to taste later.
Gabi talaga, ha?
Yeah, but now we have a smaller batch. So, I think around 10-15 minutes.
10-15 minutes.
Yeah. So, ganito, katulad ng ginawa ni Kat. By the way, let me introduce to you.
Hi,
Kat, our
yes.
kitchen assistant for today.
Hi, Kath.
You'll just steam it over katcha or banana leaf. And then, close. And, ang gagawin mo, habang nagsisteam yan, you make this parang coconut milk mixture with sugar and ginger.
Yeah.
And itong half-cooked steamed rice, ipaghahalo mo lang sila ng coconut
Sasama mo
milk.
na yun.
Tapos, yung masabaw na parang cereal na rice and milk, ibabalik mo siya dito.
Ibabalik,
And, ayun, that's a really good way to appreciate the techniques that the mga niluno natin ay iniwan with our recipes.
Sa malagkit.
Yes.
No?
But for the interest of time, and if you want to do this at home, and a quicker way to do it is isasain ko muna siya on top of the stove until it's half cooked. Isasain ko siya with the mixture already.
Ayun.
Yes. And then siya ko siya isa-steam to finish cooking. Mas borrowing the techniques from yung mga suman.
Yes,
Ganun ako
correct,
mga
correct.
suman. So, yun yung gagawin natin for today. So, kukunin ko ito ulit.
Okay.
Kunyari, hindi ko pa siya na-steam slide.
Yes.
So, in a pan or a pot, yung soaked rice natin,
Right.
and then the mixture. So, the ratio is around 2 cups of rice. Teka, naalala ko yung math computations namin kagabi. For how many grams? Ipopost ko guys sa social media. Sorry, medyo nag-girl math kasi kami kahapon eh. Like, we wanted to make it an accurate recipe for you to try.
Yeah.
But now this is measured out. I think almost the same amount of coconut milk and rice. And a pinch of salt. Sugar, and this is just white sugar.
Okay.
And interesting addition to it is ginger.
This is unique,
Yeah.
Miss Abby. Bakit tayo mag-a-add ng ginger sa mixture of the malagkit?
So ginger, sa ibang tawag, it's too strong, but
Yes.
it really is a good addition.
Maanghang din siya.
Yeah, it's really a good layer of warm flavor to the dessert. So for example, di ba pagka fall sa ibang bansa, they have this, ano ba tawag mo?
Ginger tea?
The mix, what do you call that? You know, uso rin sa mga coffee shops kapag October. Yung,
ano po?
yun, pumpkin spice, yeah, the pumpkin spice mix. And it's just a mixture of cloves, cinnamon, and ginger. And also in India, yung tea nila doon, may ginger, may pepper.
That's right.
Because those flavors, they add warmth to your dish. And matamis naman itong dish natin, so this will be a good kind of contrast also.
Okay.
And
we learned something new, ha?
Yeah. So,
Hindi naman siya overpowering, Chef.
Hindi naman. As long as you use the right amount. So,
Yes.
what we also do with the ginger is we slice it thick, kind of
And thick
thickly.
slices.
I see some people, imi-mince nila ng super pino. I think in hopes of, parang yung wish nila na sana mag-melt na yung ginger dun sa rice. Pero kasi ako yung tao na pag kumakain ng ruscaldo, tapos nakakagat ng isang piraso ng luya.
Ayaw mo.
Yung parang feeling ko maisusumpa ako. Nag-iwan ng luyang buo dito. So, gusto ko smooth yung dessert experience natin.
Yes.
So, gusto ko, it's easy to
Kukunin
take
mo lang
out.
talaga yung flavor, tapos naalisin natin siya.
Yeah, I want it to be easy to take out. Ayan. So, isasahin natin siya.
Okay.
Sahin-ish. But you're really just gonna cook it until it absorbs most of the coconut.
Yes. Chef Abby, naalala mo po ba yung unang lumpia mo na niluto?
Like sa contest?
Sa
or
content,
something?
yes, sa content. Na talaga nag-trending.
Actually, ang very first one is not a what happens if video. Ang very first one is toge.
Toge.
Yeah, lumpiang toge. And yung concept ng video na yon was just showing. I think this is how I know that umpisa pa lang, I wanted to target an international audience.
Yeah.
Kasi even that first lumpia video, ang intro ko doon, did you know that lumpia has many types? Because I think especially when you see videos from like media from other countries, kapag kasi sinabi ng lumpia, it's the lumpiang Shanghai.
Correct.
Yeah, but I wanted to showcase now we have
Different types of
lumpiang
it.
toge,
Turon.
lumpiang
Turon is also considered lumpia.
kind of like a dessert
Yes.
lumpia. And then, yun yung first ever. Nag-viral pa rin naman yun, but
Yes.
it's not an experiment. Then after that, I think ang ginawa ko naman is the potato cheese lumpia.
Potato cheese lumpia.
Yeah. Kasi, it's like a lumpia, kasi sa loob may mashed potato. Tapos kapag pinrito mo siya, i-roll mo sa cheese powder. Yes, you know,
Oo.
i-roll mo sa
Naalala
cheese
nila.
powder
Yes,
yung
oo.
lumpia. Grabe ang sarap. Para siyang creamy, crunchy, thick
Cheese,
French fries.
cheese stick.
Yes, pero may
Oo,
patatas.
pero may patatas
French
siya,
fries.
oo.
So, super sarap niya. And that video naman, ang approach ko was, do you remember this from 2010? And I was tapping into the nostalgia element of food.
Correct.
So, that is how I approach my content. It's really, hindi lang siya nagluluto, but I always want to insert some kind of like storytelling.
And story, yes.
So it kasi that's how you capture engagement and
And
that's how
international, talagang mabenta ka talaga internationally, ha? You've you've called up with so many international chefs, international content creator, diba? But one of the most notable was your collaboration with Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Kamusta yan? You prepared something for him.
Yeah, it was super nerve-wracking. The stakes was, I am going to meet this person na never ko pang naipagluto or di ko alam kung ano ba yung timpla niya.
Correct.
And he's my childhood hero. As in, idol ko siya. Bata pa lang ako, nanonood ako ng MasterChef.
Me too.
Yeah. So,
Gusto mo ba yung pagka-harsh niya sa kitchen?
ang sagot niya ata doon is sometimes you need it.
Oo.
But feeling ko pag sinigawan niya ako, iiyak ako. So buti na lang hindi ako nagtatrabaho sa kanya.
Oo.
Kailangan mag-collab lang kami.
Yeah.
Sharing. So, usually tinatanong ng mga tao is, during the shoot, like masungit ba siya?
Oo. Kamusta? Yung experience?
And no, he wasn't. He's super nice. I posted a vlog about it, the long form vlog on YouTube. Pinakita ko doon yung kind of like uncut version kung paano kami nagkita. Kasi nung nag-shoot kami, that was really the first time that we saw each other. So we did not meet prior.
So never pa kayo nag-meet talaga?
Yeah.
Oo.
You only get, so for example kami, you only get 30 minutes with him and bala ka na. So it was nerve-wracking to me because papatikimin ko siya ng luto ko.
Ng luto mo?
And if he doesn't like it, goodbye Abigail, goodbye Abby Marquez. Nakakahiya naman, diba? So it really helped that I was helped by my team na ang aasikasuhin ko na lang is yung pagkain.
Yeah.
So, really also, nandito sila ngayon, binaan ko sila today, nandito yung
Let's
team ko.
acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Si Kat is
So,
here.
Kat is our kitchen assistant. My editors are also here, Jerson and Aldrin, my producer. May sakit daw siya, but she really helped in making that possible.
Yes.
Yela. And nandito rin yung wala na siya si Ate Chris, na minsan kasama ko rin siya sa kusina.
Wow,
So,
you have a big team behind you then.
that's the team. with Cleo Valaras as a producer that helped us create that video na ako focus lang on the culinary application. And also, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank, syempre, my management and the people who support the videos. Because I don't think they'd even know about us if it weren't for the people who support the videos and make that noise and for their team to hear.
Yes.
And also my management.
Yay! They're also. Thank you also for being here with us at MAFBEX and Chef Abby. Going back to your mixture.
So if you look at it, ano na siya, medyo nasisip-sip na nung rice coconut.
Nagiging fit na yung mixture mo.
So iluluto ko lang to until confident na ako na lahat ng sabaw ay hindi na, wala nang excess. Para kapag nilagay ko siya sa steamer, wala nang tutulo-tulo na sabaw. So right now, kumbaga nagtatanim tayo ng flavor dun sa rice.
Yes.
And actually, pwede natin ito pabantay kay Miss Kat, pwede na natin simulan yung ating sikwate. Or batirol.
Chocolate. Choco batirol.
Okay. Yeah. So, titikman niyo to, kaya ma-excite.
Yay! Matitikman natin siya.
So, there are many ways to make hot chocolate. Like in Mexico, they add chili. There are other people who put cornstarch para mag-thick. Pag sinasaw mo yung cheese roll, pag-angat, it's like super thick. Meron rin naman na sometimes my eggs. But I think this one really honors the flavor of the cocoa.
Proudly Pinoy din.
Yes, this is a local brand. So, ang local version, or I would say the local version of hot chocolate for us is ito, sikwate. Gumagamit siya ng maraming tubig at tableya, and optional lang yung milk. So, it's just a few ingredients. We have here boiling water. Ang proportion ko dito ay 1 liter of water is to 100 grams of tableya. So, the difference is, when you use tableya, ito kasi talagang, ano siya eh, alam mo, pag pumunta ka sa palengke na nagbebenta sila ng tableya, may makikita ka doon na talagang roasted na cocoa beans. And, as in, pinaprocess talaga siya doon, kumbaga very organically. Hindi siya dumaan sa proseso ng pagtanggal ng fat and alkaline. Sorry guys.
So doon mismo siya igigilin, parang gano'n.
It's, you know, when you use cocoa powder, yung cocoa powder, wala na siya masyadong taba or the fat coming from the chocolate, the plant itself. So it's less rich. And also, kaya siya makulay is because it undergoes through a process that makes it that colorful and kind of removes the bitter notes of chocolate. But when you use tableya, ito nandito pa lahat. Nandito pa yung pinaka-taba, I would say taba ng chocolate. Nandito pa yung lasang earthiness and warmth.
So mas kompleto yung flavor.
Yes, kompleto yung flavor. And kung makaka-relate kayo, kung nung bata kayo ay tinry nyo kumain ng tableya, ay mapait talaga siya. Hindi siya snacking chocolate.
At hindi siya talaga yung matamis.
Yeah.
Mapait talaga siya.
Yeah, so mapait siya kasi nandun pa nga lahat ng flavor ng chocolate. But it really goes well as a hot chocolate drink. So how you do it?
Perfect talaga. Lalo na sa weather ngayon, Miss Abby, no?
Oh yes. Ingat kayo guys. But
bakit naman sila mag-iingat?
Ingat kayo guys kasi basa yung food. But also a good opportunity for you to cook the soup.
That's right. So, kanina nag-prepare si Nakawa ang Pilipinas ng sopas. Ngayon naman meron tayong chocolate batirol.
Yes. So, yung batirol, ito yun. And it's basically a technique to add air or add foam froth to your hot chocolate para mas mag-improve pa yung texture niya. But in Cagayan de Oro specifically, in the market, we saw them using a whisk. So I think if you're going to try this at home, you can also use a whisk. Just ganonin nyo lang yung...
so pwede na din.
So, nilagay ko lang yung tableya.
This is the traditional na panghalo talaga.
Yeah. Yan yung batirol or batidor.
Batidor.
And to this, lalagyan ko na din siya ng pangkatamis. So, ang gagamitin ko today ay muscovado. But you can also use brown sugar or white sugar. ang gusto namin ratio was for every liter of water, 1 cup of muscovado.
Okay.
It sounds a lot, but this is not as sweet as the other sugars, I think. And yun talaga yung alam mo yun, parang pikit ka na lang. Deserve mo yan. Deserve mo minsan nakasarap na matamis. Ayan. So, ang gagawin ko dito, hindi ko muna ilalagay lahat.
Okay.
Para pwede man tayo kasi mag-add later.
Mag-add tayo.
Yes.
And Abby, you're originally, okay, isa pa. You're originally from Laguna, no?
Yes.
Ano yung something na Laguna is so proud of in terms of cuisine?
So, Laguna, siyempre, buko pie, lagi mga tao from Los Baños. Malapit din kami sa Laguna Bay. So, I also grew up na may mga dadating na may baon-baon silang icebox, tapos bubuksan nila may super laking tilapia, may ganyan kalaki.
Wow! Kasi malapit nga kayo sa Laguna Bay.
Meron din kaming masasarap na puto sa Binyan.
Oo, puto Binyan.
Yes. And meron din kaming masasarap sa Sandaras.
Kayo po ay single.
Charing. Ayun.
So nag-add ka kanina ng a pinch of salt?
Yeah, that's salt.
Yes.
And also, optional, but peanut butter.
Ayun!
So, maganda siya. Onti lang guys, like super onti. Like
super konti lang. Para hindi naman siya mag-overpower.
This is 2 liters. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon lang.
And halos di mo siya malalasahan eh. Pero pag kayo mo ng hot chocolate, parang
may something eh.
Hot chocolate, you know. Yeah.
So why are we adding this? Another level of flavor?
Yeah, flavor, because I don't think it will affect the texture kasi super onti niya lang. But that's how we also formulate our recipe. So maglalagay kami onti-onti ng mga bagay. Tikman namin yun, tapos
parang may gula.
Okay. Tapos on the side, nilagay mo ng onti peanut butter. Oh, it makes sense.
Much better.
Peanut butter to. Yeah, ganun. So, ang goal lang natin dito is mag-dissolve fully yung tableya, yung asukal. And from time to time, pwede mo na rin siyang tikman for the sugar level.
Okay.
So, nagulat din ako na kaya na pala siyang maging masarap ng tubig lang, walang milk. But dahil special kayo, lalagyan natin siya ng
Ayun.
But this is really optional. Milk or cream.
Yeah, milk or cream.
Yeah. Just a word of warning lang, if you're using cream and boiling hot chocolate ito, the cream could split. So this is also applicable to other dishes or recipes when you use cream. How you use cream na pag nilagay mo siya sa mainit ay hindi siya magsisplit is you kind of temper it. And by temper it means you slowly introduce it to another temperature. So for example, this is our cream.
Yeah.
How I would temper this is I would get the hot chocolate.
Okay.
Put a little bit of
Kasi ihalo mo siya doon.
Yes. And, ayan, sila muna yung mag-get together. Kumbaga ano muna, talking stage.
Getting to know each other muna siya.
Yeah, getting to know each other muna. Ganyan. Ganyan lang before I dive right into you.
Di ba may pakanta pa tayo from Chef Abby?
Alam mo ba yung kasi uso sa TikTok yung yung version ni Ellie Backy, Hindi ko kakantahin kasi hindi ko kaya.
Nagkabang tuloy siya. Sample daw. Sige.
Guys, cooking
sa content natin siya.
Mamaya na lang. Ikaw na lang kaya mag-sample.
Mamaya, magsasample sila.
Napapasubok sa'yo So, that's how you temper cream. Ngayon, medyo, I'm saying medyo kasi possible pa rin na mag-split ito. I'm gonna turn off the heat.
Papatayin natin yung heat?
Yeah. Patayin natin yung heat and then slowly incorporate.
Gradually incorporate na.
Yeah.
Yung na-temper natin.
And then, before serving, that's when we like to introduce the broth. And meron tayong live feed, no? I'll show you the effectivity of a whisk.
Pakita natin siya close up.
Yeah. So, whisk, if you want to do this at home, much more accessible. You simply just slide it between your fingers like this.
Eto.
And you know it's effective kapag kaya, nagpa-bubble na siya.
Eto, nagkaka-froth na po ang inyong chocolate.
Yeah. Ang important lang is when you do this, try to work with ang tawag dito, English na yun. Malalim!
Yes. Yung malalim na container, yes.
Para hindi tumalsik sa'yo. Yan. And kapag gagamit kayo nitong baterol,
Pwede rin itong baterol.
yes.
Oo.
Ang maganda dito kasi, pwede dito mo na rin tunawin yung chocolate. Pwede mo kasi ito isalang eh. Ito, pwede mo ito isalang sa apoy.
Pwede rin sa induction ba yan? Mukhang
Kaya,
hindi.
tapos, ang gagawin nyo ito. This is
Ito yung traditional na
super
baterol.
effective.
Ito yung effective talaga.
Yes, at ang saya-saya niya. Tapos ang bango-bango niya, it kinda, parang winimisik-misik na yung hot chocolate sa sides. Tapos, mas nare-distribute na yung...
Tsaka parang mas less, ano siya,
the smell.
less talsik nung ginamit natin tong ano.
Oo nga, no? Good observation.
Oo.
Ayan. So, pwede niyo yan gawin sa bahay. And makikita nyo, if you can see it through the feed,
Yes,
if
ito,
you get a
ito
close
nila.
up, makikita nyo na nag-improve din yung texture niya kasi
Correct, no?
ang nangyayari is hindi lang tayo nag-introduce ng air to make it a little bit lighter, but we're also helping yung mga taba na dun sa chocolate na mas mag-disperse at mas kumbaga, emulsify with the water. Meaning, kasi
Mag-blend together.
Sila, yeah.
Yung natural oil, yung
Yes.
chocolate, diba?
So, iiwan ko muna ito dahil kailangan kainin ito with the puto maya. Balikan natin.
Gagawin natin yung puto maya. Chef Abby, balikan natin yung can experience mo. Ang talagang nag-represent ng Filipino sa atin doon is yung damit mo.
Oh, yes.
Can we talk about it?
Yes.
Yung damit mo. Sobrang interesting po nito. If you can see the video kanina ni Miss Abby, nakapula po siya na Filipiniana. But behind that is really a team effort kagaya na kinukwento mo kanina. Tell us more about that.
Yes. So, whenever we go, especially kapag ka-abroad, no, we really want to bring the culture with us. Kasi yun naman yung reason. Well, actually, number one is the easiest way to stand out. Kasi pag nakikita nila, wala, ang laki ng sleeves niya.
Yes,
they
talaga.
start asking
Stand out ka
questions like,
talaga.
is that your national costume?
Right.
Is that So, it starts a conversation.
Okay.
And pangalawa is, we really want to bring the culture with us.
Okay.
So,
And the food also.
And the food also. So, in the past events, international events, we would wear a terno. This time, we knew we were going to Europe, so we had to think about a dish or a concept that would make it relatable. Yung parang pag nakita ng mga taga-Europe, gets nila.
Yes.
So, thanks to Miss Pam Ricarte of Lima and Joe Rubio and Miss Kat Bautista, brainstormed and thought of
Ang galing
what
ng
if
team
use
mo, ha?
spaghetti as an inspiration for the gown. So, if you look at the dress, it's elements of spaghetti, Filipino spaghetti.
Correct.
Itong sleeve niya dito, yung usual sleeve ng terno. Tapos yung isa ditong sleeve, may tinidor. Tinidor, tapos may mga naka-wrap na pearl strings na nagre-represent ng noodles.
Ng noodles.
And the red shade is the
sauce.
the color of the Filipino spaghetti
Yes.
na may banana ketchup.
Correct.
Yes.
At sumisikat kayo ng Filipino spaghetti internationally. Ha?
Yes.
At hindi pa natatapos dyan, yung nails mo din. Talagang pinanood ko yung content mo. Yung nails mo din.
Yung nails rin, oh my God, yeah. If you see the nails, bawat nail, it's different. Yung isa may garlic bread, yung isa may noodles, yung isa
Pwede
may...
din banana leaf po
Yeah.
aside dun sa katsa.
Yeah, good din yung banana leaf. Actually, the one you're gonna eat today is on top of a banana
Kasi may
leaf.
flavor yun.
Yeah, the banana leaf has flavor and aromatics na
Oil.
napapasa niya dun
Oil.
sa suman o sa kakanin. Or this time sa puto maya.
So sinama mo po ba yung ginger pa rin doon?
Yes, sinama ko siya. If you want less of it, you can take it out. But now, it's all in there and I promise you'll love it. So, for the interest of time, papakita ko sa inyo ano yung itsura niya kapag na-steam na siya. Ganito na siya.
Eto na. Pakita natin sa camera, chef.
Yeah.
It's right there.
So, di ba, naging purple na siya entirely. Kahit onti lang yung nilagay nating black rice with malagkit. Talagang maapektuhan yung kulay, nagiging purple siya. And it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So, you can also eat this. Pwede mo itong kainin
On its
as
own,
isa.
yes.
Yeah, on its own.
Parang
Yeah.
biko na siya no?
Yeah, you add a little bit of sugar, kainin mo. That's breakfast and merienda. But the best way to really enjoy it is with the Tsokolate.
Oo.
Ayan. Yan, off na yan. Tapos na tayo sa tsokolate. Pwede na natin yung i-serve with this.
Okay.
But,
Tada.
di tayo natatapos dyan.
Mas i-elevate pa natin yan.
Hay na kasi kayo na din nag-request na ilumpia ko to. Alam nyo, minsan tinatry ko ngayon sabi ko, hindi, papakita ko sa mga tao na hindi lang lumpia kaya kong gawin. Tapos magsasuggest ako ng dish. Tapos sabi niya, pwede niyo ba ilumpia? Oh my God. Gumawa ko ng sandwich kahapon, tapos may ni-request na naman, gawin mo sandwich, pero dapat lumpia.
Lumpia, okay.
So, for Mathmex, sabi ko, gusto kong magputumayan si Kuwate.
Oo.
Sabi niya, gusto namin may lumpia to, so ito na.
Iyo na ba?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, alam niyo na ngayon, gumawa ng putumaya at si Kuwate, you can just eat this as is with the chocolate, but lumpia queen is gotta do her job.
Right? We have to elevate that experience and give it a more crunch. Diba? Next level of texture through, of course, proudly Pinoy ang lumpia
Actually,
wrapper.
this one, I never get tired of talking about it. Sa ibang bansa, iba talaga yung wrapper nila.
Oo, no.
Egg roll wrapper or yung mga wrapper na may skincare. Para sa akin,
Makinis.
yung makinis. Yung mga branded ones na nasa frozen section ng grocery.
Parang molo wrapper
Usually
din.
square.
Yeah, square din.
Tapos, tawag talaga namin may skincare. Kasi wala siyang warts na ganito. Ano talaga siya?
May words kasi yung sa atin.
Smooth.
Oo.
Yeah, maganda siya, but in my experience, the crunch doesn't last as long.
Right.
And at the same time, iba yung crunch nito. Iba yung crunch ng local na lumpia wrapper talaga.
You've been all over the world. Wala kang nakita kaparehas nito, Miss Abby?
Nothing close.
Nothing
Yung
close,
mga na-source ko is talaga from a Filipino grocery store.
Right.
Iba talaga siya. So, there's something...
Ayun, may secret talaga to.
Yeah. So, ito yung typical na lumpia wrapper. Palengke, meron din sa grocery store. Laging ito yung request ko, the circle ones. So, for this lumpia, yung putumaya natin, hindi naman siya masabaw, di ba? So, I don't think we need to double wrap it.
Okay.
Ang gagawin lang natin ay isang lumpia wrapper. And ituturo ko sa inyo paano ako nag-wrap ng lumpia para maganda siya.
Ayan, pakita natin. Okay.
So, kukuha ko ng ganito kadami.
Okay.
Para puto-bumbong.
Correct, para puto-bumbong.
And lalagay ko siya on the other side of the lumpia.
Okay.
And then I'll just fold it like so. Nakikita niyo ba siya?
Yes, ayan. Pakita natin.
Like so. And then, after a few turns, pagka almost half na, ito-turn ko na yung left and right.
And right.
And the thing is, and the trick also, is when you turn the left and to the left and to the right, medyo yaano niyo siya. Hindi siya yung, pakita ko sa inyo Wow, tayo shoot ng TikTok video dito. Pag pinot niyo yung left and right, hindi siya yung pantay dito sa sides, medyo iganon niyo siya, medyo pa-triangle. Ganyan. Gets ba?
Ah, yes.
Hindi siya pantay.
So, hindi siya dapat pantay.
Yeah. And, ang kakalabasan niyan, kapag kanirap ko na, ikay dito, is, tuck yung sides. May ganito.
Ayun.
Tuck siya. Yes. So, mas even and mas cute. Yes.
Tsaka mas neat tignan, di ba?
Yes. So, and we're gonna seal that with water.
Simple water lang talaga.
Water lang.
Seal.
Kapag ka nahihirapan na magsara yung lumpia wrapper, no? What you can do is water, lagyan nyo ng harina para
Okay.
maging paste siya.
Pwede yun.
And dinadagdagan ko ng konting cornstarch para pagka, alam mo pag nagprito ka ng tubig at harina, minsan hindi siya crunchy kapag hindi
Yeah.
pa siya nalutuin na. But if you add cornstarch,
Mas naging crunchy siya.
So gusto ko yung lumpia ko crunchy, pati yung sealer crunchy.
It's crunchy, di ba?
Yeah, so, but for now, it's just water. And makikita nyo, it's tight, it's clean. The edges are very much sealed kasi that's what happens kapag sa gitna pa lang, tinuturn nyo na yung left and the right side. Minsan kasi sa dulo, tsaka lang tinuturn ng iba para ma-close. But this one is the neatest way to do.
Ayun.
So,
we've learned something new.
Yeah.
Di ba?
yes, and this is I think of all the techniques that we've done with wrapping lumpia, this is one of the best ways to
Chef Abby, may iba-ibang sizes yung lumpia wrapper. Anong pinaka-favorite size mong gamitin?
Ang favorite size ko ay... I think large yung
Large,
friendly.
oo.
Kasi, di pagka maliit ako, hindi mo siya i-fold.
Oo.
Diba? Request ko ba yun? Bagong matabang
Okay.
ba?
Yes, ay, ang ganda ng pagkakarami
At
siya.
tawag dyan ay gorgeous. Yan.
Gorgeous.
Yan. And, i-fry natin to over hot oil, specifically, oh my God, yung lamay ko. Specifically, oil at the temperature of 350 degrees.
Okay.
Whether 350 to 375, okay?
Chef, paano kung wala po silang panukat ng
Yes.
sa bahay?
Kapag wala kayong panukat, pwede naman kayo mag-try muna. Like
Kuha ng wrapper.
Tapos pag bumula siya, aggressively.
Aggressively.
Mainit na yan. Or
Okay.
you can also use something wooden. So a wooden spatula or a chopstick.
Pag kumukulo yung
Yeah, dip it in the oil. Kapag ka bumubula-bula yung sides, nagkakaroon ng bubbles yung sa sides ng wooden thing.
Pwede
This
na
is
siya.
hot enough.
Yes.
So ngayon, naglagay ako ng, mainit ba to? Check natin But there's really is no better way to do it than a thermometer.
Of course, you
And
really
you
have
can
to
buy
make sure.
affordable ones also. They're very much available. And if you're a home cook that wants to kind of step it up a little bit, I think the thermometer is one of the, I think the top 3 things that you should invest on. Kasi temperature, it really affects the dish,
Oo.
especially for fried dishes.
At lalo ka na, you have to really be particular with the
Yes.
temperature when you're frying.
Yes.
Because it also affects the quality, no?
Yes, of course. So how it affects the quality of your dish is, it affects mostly how much oil the food absorbs. Kapag ka hindi mainit enough yung oil mo, ang mangyayari is papasok siya dun sa piniprito mo. And kapag ka kinain mo siya, oily yung pagkain.
Oo.
Yeah. But if it's at the right temperature, mainit siya, it's at 350, 375 for us, hindi ma-absorb as much ng pagkain yung oil. Kasi what's happening in there is makikita nyo pag nagprito tayo, di ba? Pag nagprito tayo, bumubula yung pagkain.
Yes.
Ang ibig sabihin nun, nag-escape yung tubig, yung moisture from the food. And habang nag-escape siya, binablock niya yung oil pumasok dun sa food. Yes.
Oo.
So, hindi papasok yung oil.
Naku, may scientific explanation din pala yun.
Yes,
Chef.
yun yung mga pinapanood ko nung bata ako.
Oo.
So, very much a nerd. I love sharing. Those are the things that I love sharing. That's also why I started content. So
So with this procedure, mas less, or wala, hindi talaga siya oily, no?
yeah,
Oo.
and you'll be able to try here, ito na siya. So, habang hinintay natin ng prito, ganito na yung kakalabasan niya. If you want it on the sweeter side, you can also sprinkle yung puto maya filling with a little bit of sugar before wrapping.
Okay.
And ang mangyayari doon is, yung onting sugar mag-escape sa oil, magkakaroon kayo ng onting batik-batik na
Naku,
sugar.
oo. Yung parang turon.
Yes. So, ito yung kakalabasan ng lumpia na pinrito at the tamang temperature. It has blisters, nakikita nyo? Meron siyang bula-bula na crispy.
Oo.
It's not as greasy. Kita nyo, hindi siya super shiny because it didn't absorb much oil.
May warts.
It's super
super
crunchy.
crunchy.
And it will last longer. And it's less guilty to eat.
So last longer, paano kung nasa container siya, Chef Abby?
If you want to keep
Kung
it
kabawa, nasa
crunchy,
potluck tayo,
yeah.
ganyan.
Takpan niyo siya na siguro aluminum foil, tapos butas-butasan niyo yung aluminum
Okay.
foil. Pwede rin yun.
Pwede yun.
Or minsan kami paper towel on top.
Okay.
But never the lid. So, pakita ko sa inyo yung cross-section niya. It's like this. So, pakita niyo ba?
Ayun, pakita.
It's like this.
Yeah.
So it's very stable. It didn't absorb much oil, so you're still enjoying the flavors of the puto maya, but with the additional element of crunch. Okay? So we are preparing stuff for your tasting.
Yes.
And of course, ipapares nga natin to with our hot chocolate. Ayan, so Miss Kat, will you do the honors and let the people taste? Ayan na! Pwede na kayo kumain!
Eto na! Pwede na tayo ko. Wala po kayo mga kamay dyan, everybody. Yes, talaga naman kadang. Susubukan po namin maiabot sa inyong lahat yung ating sample.
Yes, we have a
of-
lot here.
Okay, that's nice. Yung ating sample of
the Puto Maya.
Sorry. Pakihintayin mo ang hot chocolate.
Ito,
Yeah.
sige.
So,
Serve din natin yung hot chocolate.
texture ng hot chocolate that you're looking for, it's silky, it's smooth, and that's because you mixed it very well.
It's really perfectly combined with the hot chocolate na.
So again, inunti-unti natin yung sugar kanina. Give it a taste if it's enough. I think it can handle a little bit more.
Sugar, yes.
So hintayin nyo to kasi sarap sila kayo.
Inaantay talaga nila. Mas sinurin po sila siya.
Pag may
Yes.
nakita akong kumain dyan, kainis kayo.
And of course, please do post your experience right here at MathDex and use the hashtag MathDex2025. I'm joined by the one and only Lumpia Queen, Miss Abby Marquez, preparing her, of course, this chocolate baterol.
More.
More sugar pa daw.
Sweet hot chocolate or gusto nyo medyo...
Sweet daw, kasi sweet mo.
Wala pala dito sa map.
Siyempre, Miss Kat over there is preparing na our lumpia. Gusto niyo bang lahat matikman yan? Yes! Iikot po tayo dyan. Meron po ba kayong question for Chef Abby Marquez? Iikot po ako. Do you have question? Taas lang po ng kamay. Huwag lang po personal question ha. Ayun, o sige, pupuntahan. Sige, pupuntahan natin sila dito. Baka meron silang question sa idol nila na si Chef Abby Marquez. Okay. Hi there. Hello. Si Donna pala to. Okay. Tayo ka, ma'am.
Ma'am Abby, ano po yung favorite yung Filipino food bukod sa lumpia?
Favorite
Nalutuin
Filipino
din.
food.
Slam book pala ito.
Growing up, I love patatim. Patatim? Yung matatamis na street pork na matataba. Like humba, patatim.
Ayun.
Ngayon, nung nag-travel kami sa CDO, sobrang na-mind blown kami sa... There's this restaurant called Kusina Higala. No?
Oo.
Nagsiserve sila ng suwan-suwan, which is fried fish na meron siyang sauce na gawa sa pineapple, mango, and coconut milk. Sobrang sarap. As
Wow.
Pagkatapos namin sa oh my God, this is the Filipino food we've been missing all along.
Correct. Parang siya sweet and sour ng Chinese, pero ito may coconut.
Creamy siya. Oh,
Creamy,
ang sarap
okay.
talaga. Yeah. Yun po.
Naku, abangan natin yan. Baka iluto po siya ni Chef Abby sa kanyang mga content.
Ay,
Okay.
Magaya eh.
Sino pong may question pa sa audio? Ito si Ma'am over here. Puntahan natin siya. Okay. Hello po, what's your name?
Hi po, I'm Phoebe. I'm BS Culinary po.
From Phoebe. Perfecto. She is a BS Culinary. You wanna ask someone from the expert, Phoebe? Go ahead.
What's the most memorable experience po when it comes to cooking?
Memorable experience,
Ayan.
definitely the failures. Yung failures kasi na yun talaga yung, I think that's how you grow in the kitchen. Yung mga, oh my God, I'm never doing that again. I
Yes.
will, next time, hindi na ako, ano pa mga ginawa ko? Yung mga, alam niyo yung pag nagbe-bake kayo, like, you make a mountain of flour and all the dry ingredients. Tapos gagawa ka ng well sa gitna, tapos bubuhos mo dun yung wet ingredients. May business kasi ako before na parang garlic nuts. It was a 7-kilo batch of a big, kumbaga taal dough. kere. So yung buong dining table namin, sinabon ko yon. Tapos doon ko nilagay yung dry ingredients, kuha ko ng malaking mountain na gano'n. 7 kilos ng harina yan. Tapos gumawa ako ng well sa gitna.
Ng well.
Tapos nung binuhos ko, bumuluwak yung vulkan. Nung yung vulkan ng flour. Tapos ayun, parang pancake batter all over the floor. Most memorable, that's why I remember that hanggang ngayon. But, I remember that with a lesson.
Yes.
Don't do that again.
It's celebrating our failures and learning from it. So, anong na-learn mo doon, Chef Abby? So, what did you do on your next, procedure?
Next, hindi na ako nag-well method for the big batches.
Yes.
So, invest in a matcha.
Okay, any more questions? question from the audience. O sige, pupunta ako dun sa pinakalikod. Fan mo to Chef Abby. Okay. Sir, halika dito, lapitan mo ako. Dito ka, daan ka dito. Okay. Oh, you're also from Benilde. Okay, what's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus! Okay, what's your course?
Culinary.
Culinary also. Chef Abby, question for Marcus.
If you had the chance to pick another food instead of making lumpia, what would it be?
Sorry again.
Ang Miss Universe pala.
Again, sorry.
If you had the chance to pick another food instead of making lumpia, what would it be?
Oh, like the experiment series. Mahilig ako sa fried chicken. Actually, na-attempt kong i-start yung series na...
Yes. Chef Abby, paalala ko lang sa'yo, yung last niluto mo dito was fried chicken. Yes.
Yeah, kasi favorite ko yun.
Oo.
So, I wanted to experiment on different kinds of crust sa fried chicken, like mga chichirya,
Yes.
or marinated sa suka, mga ganon. Fried chicken is, I love it.
Yes. So fried chicken yan. Nakautangan natin ng mga fried chicken. Marcos, thank you very much. Okay. So Chef Abby is preparing lang her sample dish na in-elevate niya with a garnish of mango. Perfect din pala to, no? Chef Abby with mango, no? Pag sinubo.
So, when you serve it, you can stack it like this
Yeah.
with the mangoes. And ito yung batirol.
Alright.
Ito yung picturean nyo.
Yes.
Kamusta mga kumakain? Is it good?
Yes.
Really nice?
Alright.
What did you do? Did you dip it? Did you eat it and that's it?
Sige, tanungin natin sila. Okay. Anyone who wants to share their experience in tasting Chef Abby? Okay, ikaw dito, sir. How was it? Masarap. Sobrang sarap. Okay, how about over here? How was the experience? Natikman mo? Wala pa daw pala sila. Okay, dito si sir.
Kaya pala nagtaas ng kamay. Sabi
Very good.
It's very good.
Since you mentioned fried chicken, maybe she can make fried chicken lumpia.
Ay, okay. Abangan nila. Fried chicken lumpia daw, chef.
Oh my God. How can you do that?
Ano talaga? Pinapressure niyo si Chef Abby.
Kasi maglagay ka ng hilaw. Pag tinamad ka mag-bread, no? Hilaw na chicken. Ano siya na?
Why not? Diba? Alright.
Hindi naman.
Chef Abby, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Alright. Now, eto na. Inaabangan po talaga nila to. For someone who wants to be in the business of culinary, that's why Mapex is here. Anong tip mo sa kanila? Tip of advice?
For businesses?
For businesses.
For businesses, definitely take advantage of social media. Not just for like collaborations with creators that will help you spread the word about your products, but definitely it's like the biggest brands in the world, the biggest businesses in the world. They have Facebook, they have Instagram, they have social presence, they have digital media, because that's where the eyeballs are right now. And you simply cannot ignore the impact and the power of social media. Everybody's using their phones every day, and it's a relatively cheaper way to do marketing. No, this is for the business, So, social media. Yes, palakas kayo doon.
A powerful tool talaga, no? Yeah. Chef Abby, we want to see you in more of Macbex, and we want to see you cook more on your social media. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lumpia Queen herself is Abby Marquez.
Thank you so much. And sa mga hindi pa nakakatikim, don't worry, Miss Kat Kat is your best friend.
Yes. Okay, of course, you have billions of followers. Please invite them to your socials. And your upcoming ganaps?
Yes. So everybody, if you wanna keep in touch, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as Abby Marquez. Upcoming projects, abangan niyo po this.
Pwede na ba yan? Pwede na ba sabihin
Sa
yan?
GMA Prime.
Yes!
Ako po ay gaganap na Chef Abby Marquez sa Sanggang Dikit with Miss Jeneline Mercado and Sir Dennis Lee.
Wow!
Okay, magala, hindi ko makikita ko may iyak-iyak doon. Nagbibenta lang po ako ng lumpia doon. Kaya, yes.
Nako, abangan niyo po yan. Yes.
Ayan. And of course, abangan nyo rin yung mga travel videos namin and exploring more types of media, short form, and mga tours. Gusto ko kayo isama sa mga natutunan ko doon. Please follow me on social media and enjoy the rest of your Macbex experience. I will also go around later. Nakakita na
Yun.
ako ng kawali dyan.
Puntahan niyo rin po siya sa booth niya right there.
At this point, I'd like to call it up here on stage, Isabella Abrera.
the chefs of the world. Thank you very much, Chef Abby Marquez. Okay, one photo. Okay, Chef. Dito po. Sige po, Chef. Picture po.
Point po tayo bilang friends. Test tayo ng frame. Gusto ko na sa gitna kayo lang ta. Check tayo. Sino wala dito? Dito ang ano ko. Dito, ang aking ano.
Urong daw po on that side. Urong tayo.
Yan, sa pa. Kayo po, hindi na pakita. Yan, yan, mga friends.
Okay. Thank you.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes!
Yes!
Thank you so much, everybody.
Again, please do visit Chef Abby Marquez over here at booth 416 and check out Abby Marquez merchandise and sign something also. Take this opportunity to learn from the experts right here at the NAFTEX 2025. We've got tons of options for you to take and take a look at now. There you go. Up next, right here at the Chefs of the World is Chef Sig from Okada, Manila.
Chef Abby.
Nag-list lang kami ng ng national lives available in our booth. Picture na lang tayo. Dito ako, tapos picture na lang tayo. Titignan ko ako from left to right. Capture niyo yung picture niyo ha. Okay, left. Okay, parang microwave. Yes. Sayuran. Next. Complete. Thank you so much, everyone.
Chef, Chef, wait mo. We're big fan of yours.
Thank you so much. Punta kayo sa booth ko. Baka magkita tayo ng let's do your sides. Thank you. Ang pangalan mo?
Hello, friends. Happy birthday. June the birthday mo. June 20. I love you. Happy working kami. Sige po. Thank you. Meet the picture po.
Jump shot. Jump shot. Ay, wait lang. Nasaan ba siya? Lumpia 3 ways.
Miss Abby. Thank you.